Huh. Funny enough, I'd say this was a rather short series of videos that I did. I mean, technically there is going to be one more of these because Chuggaaconroy has to make the bonus video. But at this moment in time, I feel pretty comfortable in saying that Chuggaaconroy beat Kingdom Hearts. And there's a lot to talk about. Before I get into that, though, let's get to my low Muhammad act of kindness. Happy Hump Day, folks. Let's see. What's my low? Funny enough, I mean, I mentioned this before. When I'm out and about, I actually wear layers when I go outside. It was actually such a nice day out. I was actually feeling kind of off because I had so many layers on. Like, no kidding, I had to turn the heat off in my car because I was actually starting to feel kind of out of it, which is crazy. I mean, as soon as it got cold again, I immediately turned the heat back on, but still. My high is I talked to my mom a couple times throughout the day. That was a lot of fun. I'm actually kind of jealous. I had no idea this was going on, but my nephews had one of those school carnival things going on. I'm like, oh, that sounds so cool. I mean, I haven't been to something like that in decades. Like, maybe back in the days of, like, before I went to St. Mary or Mother, they had something going on at Big Flats Elementary, and so we went to one of those. Yeah. So, I guess not being able to, not knowing about something like that, that's my low, also. What's my act of kindness? Held the door for some people yesterday. I did that. And I also did somebody a huge favor. I'd rather not say what specifically that is, but perhaps in due time I'll be a little more transparent about some things going on in my personal life. Until then, though, I'd rather just keep it as such. With that said, yeah, man, Chuggaaconroy actually beat Kingdom Hearts. Which, even as I say these words right, he finished the game. The finale video came out a couple of days ago. And I still can't believe I'm saying this. Because I never expected him to do this game at all. Especially when, okay, well, full stop, Chuggaaconroy's actually wanted to do Kingdom Hearts since 2008. Like, right when his channel was first starting. The reason why he didn't do it was because of, Disney and copyright and stuff like that. Which I get. Full stop, that's one of the reasons why I never really do anything like that for these videos, because, A, I don't know how to do any of that, but, I mean, you gotta worry about copyright stuff. You do. That's what you gotta look out for nowadays. Unfortunately, something like Kingdom Hearts isn't going to be public domain for another 75 plus years. And that's just the first game. Because you gotta wait like 100 years until something's public domain or something. I think that's how it works. Anyway. Also, in the past, technically Chuggaaconroy has done PlayStation games. Specifically Okami, and actually I think Okami might be the only game he did. And through and through, Chuggaaconroy is a Nintendo guy. I mean, yeah, he's played some other games and other systems to be sure, but he's been a Nintendo guy. In fact, gosh, this is so... I was in college when it was my sophomore year of college when he did Okami. And that was the first game I believe he did that you could also play on the PS2. But, I mean, full stop, that was actually the first series I saw all the way through a second time. No, because it was that great. I mean, if you can believe it, a lot of what I know about Japanese mythology was from Chuggaaconroy playing Okami. Which sounds kind of silly, but hey, I know several things about Japanese mythology. In fact, some of those things I've used when talking about in my One Piece chapter reaction videos. Specifically back when the Wano arc was going on. So, yeah, it all connects. Another reason why I should probably get into what Chuggaaconroy did. So, yeah, Chuggaaconroy straight up beat the game. He did all of the bonus content. You know, he beat all the super bosses. The Clock Tower Phantom, Kurt Zisa, the Unknown. He just called the Unknown. And he beat Sephiroth. Which is, full stop, I didn't beat Sephiroth until I was a full-grown adult. Because he absolutely terrified me. I avoided him completely when I was a kid. Because he absolutely terrified me. So much so that he's one of the main reasons why I became what's called a level grinder. I've mentioned this many times before. But whenever I played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, especially Kingdom Hearts 2, because you fight Sephiroth in that game also. Spoilers. Spoiler alert, by the way. Everything I did in Kingdom Hearts 2 was to prepare for Sephiroth. Like, everything I did was to prepare for Sephiroth. Which kind of takes a little bit of... Which, in hindsight, may have taken a little bit of fun out of the game. Not that, I wasn't having fun. Because I was. Listen, it's Kingdom Hearts. I love those games. It's Disney characters fighting, heartless creatures. What's not awesome about it? Get yourself a really, probably the whitest hat wearing goodest guy like Sora, and you got a winner. Why would anybody complain? But even as I was having fun at the best parts, even as I was reciting all the dialogue that I knew by heart, and I can just hear it in my head as I'm thinking about it right now. In the back of my mind, I'm like, Sephiroth. I'm preparing for Sephiroth. Which did make things pretty satisfying when I did beat him. Again, Sephiroth is supposed to be the hardest fight in... Okay, full stop. He's a lot easier in Kingdom Hearts 2. Of course, back in the day, before I became the level grinder you see before you, I want to see what happens next. I want to see it right now. I was that impatient. Sephiroth would knock me out in 1 or 2 hits. Not cool. So I avoided him completely. But when I got Final Mix, I finally beat him in the first game. And it was... I think my inner child was weeping with tears of joy when I did that. That was pretty awesome. Also, this is actually one thing I forgot that happens in Final Mix. Because your reward for beating... with the exception of the Clock Tower Phantom, your reward for beating a lot of the super bosses was usually nothing. In Final Mix, you beat Kurt Zisa, you got a new move. For beating the Ice Titan in the gold match, you got the Diamond Dust Keyblade. For beating Sephiroth, you got one Winged Angel. Again, if this is the original game for the PS2, you got nothing if you beat those fights, except breathing rights, which are the best kind of rights, but still. But yeah, I can say I'm in that group of people who, at some point, did. I mean, granted, yes, it took me a long time it took me until I was in my mid to late 20s to beat Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1, but I did it, and I can say that. Thankfully, I was a lot younger when I beat him in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I was definitely in my mid to late teens. So, I guess with everything said, I have to ask the question, where's Chuggaaconroy going to go from here? I mean, I talked about this after he beat Twilight Princess, which was the game I always wanted to see him play. And so when he finally did it, you know, like, I'm really like, what is he going to do now? I never would have imagined he'd do Kingdom Hearts. I mean, granted, yes, a lot of his fans want him to do that game. And, sure, it would have been cool to see him do it, but I never would have expected it. Especially not after Twilight Princess of all games. Like, I mean, full stop, the only Chuggaaconroy LPs I've never seen all the way through were Mother 3, the original Earthbound, or any of the Animal Crossing games that he did. I'm just not into those games. Plus, I did see him remake Earthbound, and technically I didn't see his original Paper Mario series, but I did see it when he did remake Paper Mario, which, come to think of it, with the remake of Thousand Year Door, and definitely the game that, like, at the time Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, Nintendo's big answer for that, if you want to say it was Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, which is a really great game, don't get me wrong. And they're both RPGs. And you really could argue the fact that it's just as beloved as Kingdom Hearts is. For its time, anyway. And the fact that they remade it for the Switch, I mean, I would love to see Chuggaaconroy talk about it. I think he probably could do that. I mean, he did give out his first hint as to what he's going to do next, which was he's going to play a game with a similar sounding title. Yeah. I really don't know what that could be. Like, I'm stumped. I mean, it's not going to be another Kingdom Hearts game. He's never done two games of the same series back to back, ever. The closest he ever got to was, like, his original Paper Mario, and then he did Paper Mario Thousand Year Door after the game he did in between those two. But that's the closest he's ever done. A game with a similar sounding title as Kingdom Hearts. I mean, is it a game that has the word kingdom in it? In which case, the only game that comes to mind would be Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. But there's no way he'd do that because A, he just did Twilight Princess before Kingdom Hearts, and B, he would have to do Breath of the Wild first. So, I really don't know what he'd do next. I mean, it's been a while since he's done a Mario game, and I could totally see him doing Super Mario Odyssey. A game with a similar sounding title. It's been a while since he did any Kirby games. But even then, I can't think of anything he did. He's only done one Sonic game, which was Sonic Colors, and Sonic Lost World is supposed to be the game that comes out after that. I'm stumped. I'm actually quite stumped what his next game is going to be. I mean, whatever it is, I'm definitely going to watch it because, I mean, think about it. Legends of Zelda Twilight Princess and then Kingdom Hearts. The games I wanted to see him play the most and the game everyone wanted him to play the most back to back. How do you possibly outdo that? Well, if anyone could find a way to do it, Chuggaaconroy could. I wouldn't put it past him at all. Sorry, I'm still trying to think of what he could possibly do. Yeah, I got nothing. I really don't know what he could possibly be doing next. But you know what? I'll save the speculation for after he does the bonus video. Because eventually he has to give out a hint at some point. And we know for a fact it's not going to be another Kingdom Hearts game. So it's not like we have nothing to go off of. And longtime fans of his, such as myself, would obviously know he wouldn't do another Legends of Zelda game because, again, he did that right before Kingdom Hearts. So it really is up in the air. Although I dare, it might be one of those games where if it was a snake, it would have bit me. I'm sure that might be the case. But whatever it is, I can genuinely say thank you, Chuggaaconroy, for another fantastic Let's Play. I hope you, well, I doubt he'll ever see this video, but if he does, I hope it finds you well. I can't wait to see what you do next. But for now, you've earned a guaranteed rest. You've definitely earned a rest. Like, seriously, he's earned a rest. Like, from the minute think about it. From the minute he announced he'd do Kingdom Hearts, he released a video of his Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts every single day until the end. Usually when Chuggaaconroy does a game, there's usually like a break in between for him to like make more videos or work on editing and stuff like that. But no, every single day for over a month and a half, there was a new video that he did with no signs of stopping. Like no signs of stopping. And he got it done. And I'm sure whatever he does next, he's going to get that done too. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, under this video for all you guys watching. Joe for you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, share, always be here to let me know. Always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.